I recently did a video on the Great Resignation. It got some very good responses, and several people sent me a few direct messages asking me to go a little bit deeper into the Great Resignation and what it really means for them. So that's what I'm going to do here. The Great Resignation is just one of those things that happens in the course of history that will have short-term and long-term consequences. Anyone who goes to work is feeling the consequences of the Great Resignation. If you've been to a restaurant, if you stayed in a hotel, the service industry is clearly suffering from the Great Resignation. Childcare facilities are struggling with the Great Resignation. And those in corporate America are struggling from the Great Resignation. In the latest jobs report, it was revealed that 4.1 million people had left the workforce. But what was not reported often, and what I think is really interesting, is that 3.1 million of those retired early. The consequences of this are right now hard to even fathom. 3.1 million people have retired early. Reasons, of course, are the stock market. It has elevated values, so if you're looking at your 401k and you're close to retirement age, it makes those decisions easier. And what does this mean for you, though? If you're still currently in the workforce now, you're looking at, my guess is, additional work on your plate. You're probably feeling a little bit burned out. So this video is really going to be catered to how to take advantage of what can sometimes seem to be a disadvantage. The first thing I would say here is anytime there's a great shift and a great change, and the Great Resignation is a shift and a change, there are two ways to look at it. You can look at it as, the sky's falling, or you can say, you know what? How can I take a positive view of this situation? There's opportunity. If 3.1 million people have left the workforce, this means that there is an opportunity for career advancement. How do you achieve those things? If you're looking at your desk and you've got more work than you've ever had and you feel like you're stressed, take a look at this and say, okay, how can I prioritize the tasks on my desk? And two, if I prioritize them properly, what is the outcome? What can I get at the end of the day? And that really revolves around having an honest conversation with your manager about, we've got more deadlines, more work to do. If this is accomplished, what is the outcome for me? Does this mean I'm able to get a promotion? You have to think in terms of what this means for your career. Now, oftentimes it might not be a promotion. If you're being asked to stretch yourself, this could mean you're gaining a crucial skill set on your way to going where you want to go. So look at it that way. It can be an exchange for a crucial skill set that you might not have received had this not happened. The second area I would say is that there are 3.1 million people out there who have knowledge. In corporate America, this means that there is a brain drain that has happened. Companies are losing institutional knowledge, but you can go out and get it. Now is the time to reach out to those 3.1 million people to see if they'd be a mentor to you. You know, if you tried this a few weeks ago, or maybe a few months ago, last year, 2 years ago, those people might not have had time to mentor you. They were doing their day job and they might not have seen your message come through on LinkedIn. I would suggest you reach out to those folks who are in your discipline, in your industry, who've retired, because they know exactly what you're trying to do. They know the obstacles. They have that knowledge. And now with that additional time, they might be able to help mentor you through the process. So again, those are just two areas to really take advantage of the Great Resignation. Again, if you like the content here, I ask that you please like, share, or tell someone to follow. If you find that this content is something that someone might find beneficial, please share it with them. All right. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time.